Feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hey everyone, welcome to the post-show wrap-up video here on the Central Pennsylvania Shrimp Tank, brought to you from our studio, George, in the greatest city on earth, Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. And our guest coined that as well, as he's located in Dillsburg. It is I can't say that because somebody else has claimed the sweetest, but the greatest place on earth.
Thriving metropolis.
The thriving metropolis. Hey, everybody. I'm your host, Nathan Imboden, alongside co-host George Book, President and CEO of the West Shore Chamber of Commerce. We just got done interviewing Rob Ruth, who is the current owner of a little-known car dealer you may be familiar with, Bob Ruth Ford. And you can find a full replay of this broadcast on our website at shrimptankpodcast.com/CentralPA. Also, if you're tuning in live and you like what we're doing, go to our page, click that like button, the Central PA Shrimp Tank, so you can stay up to date on all of these episodes. Really, here on the Central PA Shrimp Tank, what we get to do is bring in some of the best and brightest business owners and business leaders from Central Pennsylvania right in our backyard and really get into their minds and learn about how they started, grew, and are running their businesses. And it's a great opportunity to learn more about the businesses, but also learn more about how to be a better business owner. So again, click that like button if you're a podcaster. We're pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts. So, Rob, thanks for being on the post-show wrap-up. Why don't you give our viewers just a quick background of you, Bob Ruth Ford, and just what you guys are doing?
Sure. So we are a car dealership in Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. 1983, my father bought the store in 1983, as I told you guys. So it was him and I lived at the dealership when he bought it. So I've been there for 37 years myself. Mm-hmm. I've been working there for 37 years, okay? Little breaks here and there. Today we're a company. We have about 130 employees, roughly. We have grown significantly in the last 15, 20 years. Mm-hmm. We're a part of the community, and, we just enjoy what we do, and we keep moving forward.
Awesome. And we talked on how you said in a 30-mile radius from where we're at right now, there's 16 dealerships, Ford dealerships. Now, correct. You guys, you did clarify you have really tried to focus more as well on the used car market as well, not centrally located on new Fords. But talk about differentiation a little bit as it relates to, you got 15 other dealerships that have the same blah, blah, blah Ford on their name within 30 miles.
Well, that's a lot of competition. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there's only so much market in that area. So you have one of two options. You have to differentiate yourself somehow, mm-hmm. or you can take your market and make it bigger, which I think that has happened for us. We don't necessarily focus just on Central PA. Mm-hmm. We're selling cars, with the internet and with communication channels today. Mm-hmm. I mean, our market's much bigger than just that territory that you talked about.
Yeah, that's great. Well, and give a plug for the show and for Bob and what they're doing, because we talked about the idea of zigging when others are zagging, or vice versa. You see everybody go in this direction, and you're trying to go the opposite direction and be ahead of the curve. And there's a lot of really cool things that you guys have done over the years to adapt, to kind of get ahead. And some of that started years ago that, unbeknownst to you, namely a shift in trying to do more of an online presence and make that car buying experience a lot easier. When we get into a situation where we're going through a pandemic and everybody's told to be careful and stay home and don't go out, we were positioned to be able to handle
Absolutely.
that a little bit better, right?
Even if we go back to March and the majority of April when we were shut down, we kept our internet department open. We just couldn't deliver a car, but we were selling cars. We found out that people were willing to do a lot more than even we believed at home. So there was an opportunity, and we keep seeing it more and more. Nobody likes to buy a car. Okay, they don't like the car dealership experience.
Sure.
And we do recognize that, and we are aligning our company to go with what we believe that the consumer will want, and also handle what they currently want today. So there's a huge transition in a lot of industries, but it definitely, ours, it needs to change.
Yeah.
It's going to change.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think one of the things, too, that we talked about on the show was the fact of how you change the culture, right, within the organization and how that shift occurred. And I think one of the things that's different about what you guys do, and not that everybody else is not doing that, but you guys pay a large amount of attention to what's going on in your community and trying to give back and get your employees engaged. Talk a little bit about how you guys do that and sort of what does that look like? Because to me, that's a great indicator of a great business, is the fact that we're not just here to make money, but we're here to support everything that's
Sure.
going on around us.
So I think the thing is, we try to find things that mean something internally to
Right.
us. I mean, that's, what organizations do we want to align with depending on the situation? And then it's just getting buy-in from people. I'm trying to make it mean something and
Right.
just get involved. That it brings us together as an organization. We're doing good things for the community.
Sure.
It's just, it feels right. It's the right thing to do. And
Sure.
if you're able to do it, I think you have to.
Absolutely. Well, we certainly appreciate it. We appreciate what you've done to support our communities here locally, and again, allowing your employees to be part of that
Yeah.
action team going forward. I just think it's a tremendous boost to not only our communities, but to your employees, what you guys are doing. And as a leader, it's just awesome to see. So thanks
Thank you.
for
Yeah.
doing that, Rob.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we talked on the show about getting out of ruts, getting out of your habits and change a little bit. And we're in a situation right now where change is inevitable. We were fortunately for the last at least a few months, there haven't been as many drastic changes, but we went through periods where every day it felt like there were new changes and whatnot. But let's talk a little bit about something that we were talking briefly related to the car buying experience, because it was very traditional before. It was a lot more out and about, window shopping, stop in, and you'll go to the sales guy that's just sitting at his desk, and he'll talk to that. But that's very different right now. So why don't you talk about that a little bit, and maybe a challenge for anybody who's there thinking about, hey, maybe need a new car,
Sure.
but this whole change in world feels a little bit uncomfortable to me.
I think that the issue is, and people don't like it, but they don't realize that there's other options. I think that's where we're at right now.
Right.
Okay. And in our organization, 85% of our sales are coming from internet. They were an appointment. Okay.
Right.
So we're starting the process before they get to the dealership.
Okay.
That works really well. We can get the information to the people that they want before having to, hey, I want to go drive to this dealership, window shop, like you said. That takes a lot of time. And in today's world, we don't have a lot of time. We're busy. We're high functioning adults. We're involved in so many different things. And the thought of going and spending 4 or 5 hours at a car dealership isn't appealing to me. Okay. And I'm sure it's not appealing to you.
Fact.
But if we just go and we start things, it might take that much time till
Sure.
you get to that point in time, just
Right.
because of the exchange of information. Maybe you're dealing with lenders, you're dealing with who knows what the situation is. We can do that when people are at home. Give us an opportunity while you're at home. Tell us what you want to know from us, and let us, service you while you're at home. And then we can figure out how the delivery goes. Maybe we bring it to them. Maybe they just come in and pick it up. Maybe you want to test drive before everything. Absolutely, we can do all of that.
Yeah.
And save people time and give them a good experience.
Right. Well, we focused on that on the show of it's all ultimately revolves around the end user, the buyer, the client's experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And trying to do what you can to make the resistance for that as little as possible.
I wouldn't expect someone to buy from me if I'm not earning their business.
Right.
So we need to, and that's what we appreciate. We need to give them value. We need to earn their business, that they want to do business with us.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, I have one other quick question that I don't think we talked about before. So you're a Clemson guy, right?
I am.
So there was a phenomenon earlier this year on Netflix, and I just really am curious. Did the Tiger King help or hurt Clemson's image?
Who knows? Come on. Are we talking about the Tiger King? Oh, Lord.
I just wondered.
That was just,
I'm just wondering if there's
junk
any
food for your
synergies
brain.
between-
I don't think it didn't do anything for Clemson.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm
All
not
right.
letting that have any effect on Clemson Tigers.
Good. All right. So for everybody at home who's watching this right now, who hasn't driven down 15 ever in their life, or hasn't listened to the radio previously, or is not connected to anybody on Facebook and somehow does not know yet about
Is there anyone
Bob
left?
Ruth Ford. I'm not sure. I tried to capture everybody, but even if they do know about you and are thinking about going down that car buying experience, what's the best way for them to learn about you guys and what you can do for them?
Sure. So we, in today's world, we just try to be very transparent on what we're doing, we want to communicate with our customers, with the world. This is what you can expect. And then, our focus on delivering what we talk about.
Sure.
So we try to be very transparent on social media, on our website. We stay up to date with different events or situations that we have going on. So visit us online.
Yep. All right. So we'll have that in our notes too, bobruthford.com, to get all the information on them. And another plug for the podcast, but a quick just shout out to what their team is doing. We talked about the reality that the culture, the employees, are really the one that's the stuff that makes a difference in running an organization. And what they're doing at Bob Ruth Ford is a clear differentiator. It's a family there. They really care about their people, and you get the same experience. So I'd encourage you, if you are looking, go to these guys, see what their experience is like and how it's different, how they can help you out. So, Rob, thanks for being on the show,
thank
brother.
you.
I appreciate
thank you,
having
brother.
us here.
Absolutely.
And I'm sorry I made you tap out so quickly. It was a tough question, and I appreciate you didn't turn around and deck me after I asked that. But thanks for being on here.
Yeah, no problem.
Everybody
Thank
at
you.
home, thanks for tuning in. Again, check out Bob Ruth Ford. George and I will see you soon on another episode of the Central PA Shrimp Tank. Take care.
Feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.